Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you the most delicious recipe. It's my milk cake recipe, and this literally melts in your mouth and it's absolutely delicious, and you've got to try this recipe. So without further ado, let's begin. If you'd like to see more videos, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button or that bell button to receive updates whenever I upload a brand new video. So over here I've got my 8-inch vanilla cake all ready, and I'm just going to take it out of the cake tin. And I'm just going to scrape off a very thin layer from the top, because with a milk cake it's always nice to take a very thin layer from the top section off, just for presentation purposes, as it looks more nice once it's completely clean. And it also makes your cake level. So just take a little bit of a chunk off. Be careful if you're going to be using this type of cake leveler, because it has razor sharp blades. And this is just one I've purchased from eBay if anyone is interested. You want to cut off a tiny piece from the side as well, just to get rid of the brown edges. And you don't want to take too much off from the sides, just a very thin sort of a layer, just so it looks like that. Can you see how thin it is that I've just cut off? So very, very thin. And then go all the way around. Look at how light and spongy that is. This was made yesterday. This way you have really nice clean edges. I'm not going to take the parchment off just yet. Once I've given this a wipe down, we'll then start mixing our remaining ingredients. And you don't need to worry about the bottom bit of the cake as well. We're just going to leave that as it is. So I'm just going to pop this to one side and just give this a wipe down very quickly. Over here I've got 2 cups of whole milk, which is 500 ml. I've got 14 ounces of sweet condensed milk, which is 1 can, and I've got 12 fluid ounces of evaporated milk. And all we're going to do is just pop it all in here and mix it together. So in with the milk, then the condensed milk, and then our last evaporated milk. You don't want to whisk this with your hands. You want to whisk this with an electric hand mixer. that's all mixed. I'm going to pop that to one side, and we're now going to prepare our cake. So over here I've just got this tub that I'm going to be using for my milk cake. It's big enough, so the 8-inch cake is perfectly fine to fit in this. And the reason I'm using this tub is because I can cover it with a lid and pop it into the fridge. So it's just useful to use a tub. And now we're going to get our cake. Pull the parchment away from the cake and pop it in just like that. For anyone who wants the recipe for my vanilla cake, there's one on my channel, and I'll pop the link for that in the description box below for you to check it out. And all we're going to do is we're going to get our fork and we're just going to poke some holes in it, just like so. And the reason we do this is so when we come to pouring the milk into the cake, it'll absorb it more and it will soak in all that nice flavour from all 3 milks. And you really want to, when you make the cake, you really want to set it aside for a day, just so it sets a little bit firm. And then in goes our 3 combination of milks. And you just want to pour it over really generously. And you can use a whole lot of this milk, or you can use half of it or as much as you want. But bear in mind, the cake will soak it up, all of it. So the milk at the bottom will reduce to half. So you really want a generous amount going in there, because once the cake has soaked up all of that, it makes it really, really nice and melts in your mouth as soon as you go to bite into it. Although this is a milk cake and the flavours are already in there, in the milk, in the cake itself, but when you go to tuck it into it and you want to eat it, you really want little bits of milk coming in as well. So it's always good to have extra milk in there. So now that this is all done, it's time to finish it off with some piping, with some fresh cream piping. And I've already got my fresh cream ready with my nozzle, and this is a Wilton 2D tip. If you want the recipe for the fresh cream that I use, then there's also a tutorial for that as well, which I will link in the description box below for you as well. And for presentation purposes, you really want to start off on the corner and then work your way all the way down like that. So you're piping it diagonally. And you don't want to use too small of a nozzle, because then you'll just do lots and lots of piping. So it's always good to use a bigger nozzle and just keep going. And then just top up when you need to. And time to top up, and then make sure to take all the air out from the piping bag. And then just continue. There we go. And then you want to drizzle some Biscoff spread, because this is a Biscoff milk cake. So I've just warmed up some Biscoff spread here, and I'm just going to drizzle that on top. And this time I'm going to go the other way. So just get a spoon and just like that. Remember, they don't have to be perfect. Oh my god, this smells absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to tuck in. And finally, to finish it off, we're just going to be breaking down some Lotus Biscoff biscuits and just adding them just like so. And there we have it, guys. Our Biscoff cake is completely ready. Now you want to tuck into this when it's completely chilled. So a few hours in the fridge or overnight is even better. But you really want it chilled, so be sure to refrigerate it for a good couple of hours before you serve this. And then I'll come back and tell you how it tastes once it's all chilled. So guys, our cake has been chilling in the fridge for a few hours now, and I'm now gonna plate it up for you and tell you exactly how it tastes. Now this is the part that I was waiting for, to finally be able to tuck in. So I'm gonna bring over our cake. I've got my bowl here as well, and I'm first gonna just cut a small little piece, just like that. And I'm just going to lift it up with this, trying not to mess it up. Just look at that. Pure deliciousness. And then in it goes. And some milk. This is why I say you need to have a lot of milk in there, because it's always nice to have little bits of it with each bite. Here we go. Guys, you really need to stop whatever you're doing and make this milk cake. I'm sure you're gonna love this recipe. It's not too heavy and you get that perfect flavor. On that note, the video comes to an end. Stay tuned for more recipes and tutorials by subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon so you don't ever miss a video. I'll be back next week with another new tutorial. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.